Hey yo, welcome back to Hot Topics TV. Y'all already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. I ain't been over here in a minute, and I know I've been saying that a lot lately. Anyways, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I promise I got a whole lot of material coming for you. YouTube is fucking with us, man. But anyhow, Lil Tjay was reportedly shot overnight in the Edgewater area of New Jersey, according to TMZ, which cited law enforcement sources. In other words, the police put out a report saying that the rapper known as Lil Tjay was shot in New Jersey, Edgewater area, last night. Lil Tjay is 21 years old, and he is set to undergo emergency surgery following the shooting. The report alleges that the incident was comprised of one shooting at a local Chipotle, as well as another shooting at a gas station. Now, while the report also includes mentions of a second victim, additional information has not been made public yet. Not yet. So Lil Tjay ain't the only one that got shot up, and we don't have a whole story. And we don't know if he got banged up and then his people banged somebody up for banging him up, or him and one of his homies got caught lacking at the same time and got hurt. Shout out to Complex. Complex says they had reached out to the reps of Lil Tjay for some comments. And although the names were not given, the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office Major Crimes Unit and the Edgewater Police Department both shared a short statement on Wednesday morning, this morning, seemingly in reference to the same incident. At the time, it was said that more details should be coming sometime soon. Hashtag BCPONJ, Major Crime Unit and Edgewater PD are investigating a shooting with two victims around midnight at 6/22. That's the date. At 14, the promenade in Edgewater. More details to follow. In a slightly more detailed release, Prosecutor Mark Musella said police responded to a 911 call just after midnight at the promenade, where they found a victim that was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Another victim with a single gunshot wound was located not too far away at a Exxon station. Weird shit. As for potential suspects, according to TMZ, they said on Wednesday morning that the suspects who did the shooting remains at large. Last month, Lil Tjay linked up with Cash Page for the official video for his well-received collaboration called 24 Hours. He also recently rolled out the video for a solo cut called Going Up, and it was blowing up. Well, it did blow up. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about these young dudes? Can we talk about how the drill scene and those who are pushing a certain kind of message in their music are all getting caught up? They're either getting shot and killed, or shot, survived, and they're wearing it as a badge of honor. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. This is a trait, okay? There's no doubt now that these record companies are definitely making money off of us. Now I know Lil Tjay, he is really talented. He has a voice. His voice, when you hear it on record, you know immediately that that's Lil Tjay. You know, he has that kind of squeak to his voice, an original voice. So he don't sound like Ray Ray from the block. He don't sound like just any and everybody. You know, some people, they sound like any and everybody, or they sound as if they're trying to imitate somebody. Walk with me. Lil Tjay has his own voice. He sounds like when you put the record on, you're going to know immediately that's him. It's just like listening to Lil Baby rap or Da Baby rap or hearing DMX on a record. You know immediately that that's that artist. In the world of music, all music. That right there is a gift. It's a marker, right? Lil Tjay has that. Okay, it's all good. Let's talk about his content. There's a million dudes in the hood who can rap. There's a million dudes in the hood who can rap and have a distinct voice. However, what I find out now, or have found out, is that these record companies are making a whole lot of money off of our volatile youths. You see, you gotta be down with the shits. You gotta really, really be down with the shits. You gotta be out here in the streets rolling after midnight, looking for an op, shooting or getting shot at, one in the head, and we ain't aiming for knees, we aiming for noggins. I'm just quoting some of the words from some of the songs that's been put out by Lil Tjay, right? Started out robbing. You gotta glorify the street shit, and you have to pretend like you're still in it. Even when you start getting money from the record company, a lot of them get the money and keep one foot in the streets and one foot in the industry. And this is where the danger comes in. I remember the OG saying being a rapper is like the most dangerous job. Now, see, I did time in the U.S. Army Infantry, and I'm a combat veteran. So when Jim Jones, the OG, said that it's more dangerous to be a rapper nowadays than even joining the military and going off to combat, I felt a bit offended. And the reason why I felt offended is because Jack Harlow ain't getting shot up. Jack Harlow is not getting indicted. Jack Harlow is not friggin' talking about his ops and who he's shooting at and who he kills, and he got one in the chamber riding around looking for an op. He is not seen as someone that's dangerous or in danger, right? So when Jim Jones said that, my reply to that was this: these record companies know what they're doing. They will not give record deals and exposure to the youths who have longevity in the game. They give it to those who are affiliated, those who are troubled, those who come from fucked up environments. You can hear it in their song. You can feel the pain in their music. And it ain't about the damn song and the pain in the music that sells. It's about them marketing them that way and then capitalizing off of their early demise. If you listen to Lil Tjay's music, you saw this coming. It was just a matter of when. He said he don't keep no security, but he keep that thing on him, that pole on him. He don't keep no security. He's making a whole lot of money. I don't keep no security, but I keep that thing on me though. One in the chamber. He ain't aiming for no knees. He aiming for noggins. He's looking to shoot it out. Okay. In this volatile world, Jim Jones just told you how dangerous it is to be a rapper. Right? They don't care. They don't need security because them a bad man themselves is what they tell themselves. The older people who are listening to this, you remember being young and dumb? You remember being 21 and nobody could tell you shit because you thought you knew the world and everything in it? And then you got your first dose, second dose, third dose of rude awakenings. And as you got older, you started to wisen up. But by the time you got really wise, they started calling you an old head. That might have been somewhere around 30. 30-year-olds are getting called old heads. Anything after that is grandparents. Listen, we got to stop glorifying our youths who glorify street life, gangster shit. The funny thing about it is, and I was just talking to family the other day about this, we claim gangster, but what do? When we get some money, we show off our assets, and let's be fair, he's in the entertainment industry, so he has to entertain. You can't be in the entertainment industry and not entertain. It's what you do. It's self-explanatory. It's in the name of your profession. Entertainment, entertain. Right? So you gotta come with the flashy shit because that's what sells and all that. However, look at us, right? And look at how the white man does his business, even when he's a gangster. Look at the Italian mob. You would never know who the true mobster is. You would live right down the street. You done lived your best life. You went to school or you opened a business. You became successful. You said, fuck this, I'm moving up out the hood. Moving on up. And you're in a exclusive neighborhood. It's gated. There's security. All the houses in here are plush with big yards and far away from each other. Some exclusive shit. And the mafia boss lives 2 houses over from you and you would never know it. No cars ever pull up on 24s and 30-inch rims, banging loud music at inappropriate hours. Ain't no ganja smoke being blown. Ain't no loud talking all over the place. There's no bragging about how many bodies I done caught already, even though they catching more bodies than the hospital emergency room. There's no bragging about how much money I'm getting, even though they getting more money than all your favorite rappers combined. So we glorify all this through the music, our rise and our destruction. I hate to see it, but I'm praying for Lil Tjay to pull through. He's young. Hopefully, them shots will wisen him up. See, I done got shot before. And I can tell you this. When you first get hit with that bullet, you don't feel it. You really actually don't feel it. I was looking at my foot and watching my blood squirt, and it was hitting the wall I was standing next to. Every time I stepped, it hit the wall. And I was like, damn, my shit bleeding. And I didn't feel it. I felt it about an hour later when my foot started to swell up really big. Right? I'm saying that to say this. Them bullets burn. They hurt. And if TJ pulls through, I hope this is a lesson to him to start moving in the right direction. I've heard him make commercial music before. But you know, when you have these music executives, I've heard these artists say, man, listen, when you go to them and you tell them, I got this track called a love song, and I want to put it out. Hey, baby girl, I've been missing you. And they're like, nope, stop. That's not what we want to hear. We want to hear some shit like that other hot shit that you put out. And you're trying to tell them as an artist, man, I'm trying to get away from that type of music. You know, I know it was hot. I know we did good. But we could steer this in a different direction. My audience is still going to feel it. And they're like, nah, we're not backing that. We're not putting that one out. We want another one, guns waving, one in the chamber, shooting at nigga heads. We out here for real in these streets. I'm from a block where they really tear it up. We want that. And the artist half of the time has no choice, because they signed that record deal, whether it was a 360 or however the fuck the deals go, you know, and they end up selling out to the point where now they're being controlled for that money, for that publicity that comes with it, that exposure, all that. Sure, it feels good to be riding in $100,000+ car, living in a whatever $1 million house. And that should be the aim, right? Get rich. Get rich young. But what about longevity? What about longevity? If TJ pulls through, I hope this wisens him up. This can go both ways. Because once blood is spilt, most people don't leave the game, especially if they have money. Now it's time to actually put money on ahead. and get them teardrops for real, if you know what I mean. Hey man, I wish him all the best. I hope he pulls through. But I know how this game goes. Mark my words. If he pulls through, this is going to be how his record company is going to market him. And he'll probably have to just go along with it as if he's marketing himself that way. His bullet wounds will be like trophies. He's now certified. He's really with the shits. He's really in the streets. He done took shots and survived it. What he's saying in his song is that much realer now. He a real one. And his sales will go up. And his demand for shows, his bookings will go up. And his popularity will go up. And all that. Because that's how they geared the game. I'm going to leave this one right here. Pay attention. Pay attention. And I hope he make it out. I'm out. Hit that subscribe button. It's Hot Topics TV. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Peace.